Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you that how to convert your PDF file into base64 string using JS library. So this is the full project you can see here. If I click the run code hyperlink here, it will open my PDF file which is newly created using JS and it has converted into a base64 string. We are displaying it inside iframe window here. You can see it contains two pages. First page is empty and in the second page some text is written. So I will be showing you that how to convert your PDF file into base64 string inside JS So this will be a full tutorial. All the source code regarding this tutorial will be there inside the video description. You can go to the detailed blog here which I have written here, which is how to convert or encode your output PDF file to base64 string in JavaScript using JS So if you go to this blog, you will find the step-by-step instruction and you can just follow along with the video. So let me just write this code from scratch. So here you just need to open your normal text editor, Visual Studio Code, and just create an index.html file, and here we will write a basic template here. So just to include, just I will change the title to JS PDF file to base64 string. So now first of all we need to create a PDF file using JS So in order to include JS you can just go to Google and type JS CDN, and there are various websites which will appear here. You need to go to this website, which is cdnpackage.com, and here you need to grab the CDN, which stands for Content Delivery Network, and you need to grab the CDN here, which is shown below here, the second one. So here you just need to copy this. You can also download the JS library locally, but this is a great way by which you just need to have a script tag inside the source, paste this CDN, and now you can use the JS library. And now we will be having a simple hyperlink here, which will have the label of run code, and we will bind a on click here inside this. So if you just go to my blog, you will find the source code here. Let me just tell you how it is written. You can see we have provided this href attribute. So inside anchor tag we have this href attribute, and inside this we can execute some JavaScript like this, and we will be making this function as demo1, and we will execute this like this. So whenever you click this hyperlink, this function will automatically trigger. Now we need to make this function here inside custom JavaScript here. So write this tag here and we will make this function, which is demo1, right here. And first of all, we need to initialize a new instance of JS document to create a PDF document inside JavaScript. So we will make a new variable document and initialize it to new JS So this is a basic way by which you can initialize a new instance of JS Now we need to add some text. First we can add a new page, blank page, which is done by this add page method. So basically it adds a blank page in PDF document. So the first page will be a blank page and comes the second page. So inside the second page we need to add some text. Now to add some text we will use this text method. So here we can just write anything, which is hello world, and then we need to provide the x and the y coordinate, which is 10 comma 10. We can even write some more text here by using again dot text. So hello world again, and again we need to provide x and the y coordinate. So this time we provide 20 comma 20, and then we need to convert the PDF to base64 string. So this is the main objective here. We need to convert the PDF into base64. So we can do this by, if you follow my code here, you will see first we need to get convert our PDF to string. So we need to convert the PDF documents to string. So that we can do this by using a function which is doc.output. So this is the special function which is there inside JS which converts your PDF document to a string. And now you can convert this string to base 64. So you can make this URL here like this. Let me just copy paste this line here and then explain you. So here we are making a base 64 string URL here, which will be starting with data colon application slash PDF semicolon base 64 comma, and then we will use this BT0A BTOA. So basically this is a built-in JavaScript function which takes the string and converts it into a base 64 string. So we are passing this out variable here inside this function. If you just search this function on Google here, you will get more clarity. So just search BOT method here and it will tell you in more detail. So in W3 School's website, you will see it takes a string and it converts it into a base 64 string. So it's a built-in method, you can see. So we are just using this method to convert the string into a base 64 string. Now we can embed this into a iframe. Iframe, as you know, that are special elements within the browser where you can embed anything. So I will just copy paste this and explain to you what is happening here. So you can just go to my blog and copy paste all the code. So you can see we are making a simple iframe. We are initializing a width and the height to 100%, and then inside the source value we are passing this base 64 URL. Whenever the person clicks the hyperlink, it will open this PDF inside this iframe. Next we are opening a new window and then passing this iframe inside this window and then closing it. And lastly we are attaching this URL to document.location.href. And now if you open this with live server, which is an extension of Visual Studio, you will see it will run your code. You will see it will have this hyperlink. If you click this, it will open this PDF file in a new window in an iframe, and it will contain two pages. First will be a blank page and the second page will have these two texts written on it. You can embed images as well. So inside JSPDF you can also add images. I have lots of videos on JSPDF on my YouTube channel, so you can check out on how to add images. So this is a very basic way by which you can convert your PDF file to base 64 string in JavaScript using JSPDF library. So if you want to download all the source code, you can go to my blog here. Here you can download all the source code. And before you leave the video, please check out my free media tools website here, where I develop tools regarding audio, image and video. So this is a very efficient website for general public and programmers, so you can check out this. Almost 140 tools are there. Also join the Facebook group of this website also. So I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, thank you very much.